I was on the hook to deliver the feedback via 15-minute phone calls to denied candidates. I understood that top-tier business schools didn't usually deny feedback, and that departing from that trend was a way of offsetting the University of Chicago's reputation of being more aloof than many of our peer programs. Still, I dreaded making the calls. I didn't realize how much I would learn from the experience, or how it would set me on an entirely new professional course. As I prepared to make my first feedback call, a scene from Seinfeld came to mind. George, upon hearing that yet another girlfriend was breaking up with him, exclaimed, "You're giving me it's not you, it's me routine?" That's what I expected from the candidates I called. In reality, most were receptive and gracious, and many expressed interest in using the feedback to apply the following year. I dreaded the calls less with each one completed, except for those with a specific type of candidate. The calls I was most reluctant to make were with applicants who fit this profile. They had a GMAT score of at least 730 out of 800, or about the 97th percentile or better, a 3.5 GPA or better in some kind of engineering from a prestigious university, strong career experience at a well-known technology firm, and recommendations that sounded genuinely praiseful. The applicants also seemed to say the right things, overall, in their essays and interviews. Why did we deny this person? I asked myself, slightly panicked, before those calls. Understanding our earlier rejection decisions meant understanding the broader context in which we had made them. Specifically, while we only had to read 8 or 10 applications per week during the slow summer months when we made the feedback calls, during peak admissions we were reading 100 or even more applications weekly. Like all top schools, the University of Chicago's MBA program had far more well-qualified applicants than available seats. So all the qualifications I mentioned in the previous paragraph, 730 GMAT, high GPA, good work experience, didn't stand out significantly in the broader pool. But I empathized with the applicants, many of whom seemed to believe that if they merely reiterated their resumes, regurgitating basic facts about their lives and achievements, they would cross our bar. After all, don't facts speak for themselves? They don't, I realized, as I reviewed all those files. They don't at all. In a competitive environment, almost everyone has strong qualifications. Almost everyone has facts in their favor. But how valuable are facts alone? Think back to the most recent lecture or presentation you attended. How many facts do you remember from it? If you're like most people, you can't recall many, if any. Chances are good, however, that you remember stories, anecdotes, and examples from the event, even if you can't think of their exact context. The average person today is inundated with facts and data, and we let most of this pass through our brains with minimal retention or reaction, unless something makes the information stand out in a meaningful way. That's where story comes in. But back in my office at the University of Chicago in the summer of 2005, I didn't yet understand that fully. What I did understand, however, was that I could appease even the most frustrated denied applicants, including those from that dreaded subset, with one simple word: fit. As in, you are highly qualified, but you just didn't demonstrate your fit with the program as well as other applicants did. Surprisingly, not a single one bothered to ask what exactly I meant by fit. Maybe it was because we only had 15 minutes, but I decided to ask the question of myself. What does fit mean? How do you demonstrate it? And how do you ensure that you are demonstrating your fit in ways that resonate with decision makers? It took me a few more years of active searching to answer these questions to my own satisfaction. But in the process, I discovered 3